Hello, welcome to 3D modeling, and I'm Mrs. Girot, and I'm in my Zoom room right now with one of our students, Mr. Hacking. So, welcome.
Hello, world.
Hello. So today, I'm going to just quickly share with you something. Oh, it's not sharing where I thought it was going to share. Hold on.
What's Mom? I'm on TV.
There we go. Okay, so if you're in the 3D modeling content, this week is week 7, sort of. It was week 7. Okay, so we're in between week 7 and week 8, but the project is to finish your cityscape. So the week before, you created a skyscraper, and so you'll notice if you read the directions in here, it says, check out Mr. Hacking Cityscape video below. So if you scroll down here, this is where you'll find his video, and I'm just going to go ahead and play it really quickly just to give you an idea of the type of animation that we're looking for. Now, yours does not have to be identical, nor would we wouldn't want it to be identical, so get creative. And there it is.
You know, in hindsight, looking at this again, I can't help but notice that I forgot to put windows on the side in front of that car there.
Oh, okay. So what he's saying is, oops, don't have any windows there, but the video plays so quickly, you can't even tell. So
You need to see the drive.
what we're going to do today is Mr. Hacking is going to do a quick mock-up for us of how he created his streets and how to create a car. And then we'll do a quick animation for you just to give you an idea of how to complete this assignment. And so let's see, how do I stop sharing? There we go. There's a little red button at the top. Okay, so Mr. Hacking, while you're getting ready to set up and share your Blender with us, you're a part-time student with us, is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
Sweet. That's awesome. Where do you go to school?
My own living room.
Where?
My living room.
Do you do full-time at another online school too?
Oh, no, I'm kidding. I do full-time at Spanish Fork High School.
Oh, okay, cool. Spanish Fork. Awesome. That's actually pretty close. I live in Orem. Sweet. Okay, you can go ahead and start sharing anytime.
All right. A little bit surreal to hear myself talking in the background.
Ah, perfect. And it is perfect. I got to figure out how to move this. Now, one of the things I noticed the last time I made a video, and maybe I can just move this right off the screen. Ah, hopefully. Well, I'll try to keep, no. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, do you see,
No, actually,
I'm gonna take this video off of there because last time it was actually blocking our view, and hopefully it doesn't happen again this time. But so what he did is he just created a plane. Everybody knows how to create a plane at this point, hopefully.
This will basically is going to be the groundwork. Well, quite literally in this sense, it's going to be the ground that we work on.
Nice.
So all I really did.
Could you do me a favor, really quick? The last time when I did one of these videos, on the right-hand side where we have the properties panels, all those editors over there, it was really hard to see it. So can you drag that way out? Yes. Well, maybe a little bit further to the right. I'll tell you when to stop.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going. And that should be good. Okay, perfect.
Move my little t-shirt in a box over here where she isn't blocking the way.
Okay, so everybody knows how to put a cube, hopefully at this point. So he's just going to do a really quick mock-up of a city, just using simple cubes. Now, if you're doing the skyscraper assignment, you know that you needed to use subdivision, or you can use the array method that Mr. Green taught us in the video that's shared below. To create a more complicated skyscraper structure that has windows and different architectural aspects that are fascinating to the mind's eye.
Change colors a little bit, so it's easier to see.
Excellent. So hopefully at this point in the class, you know how to add color, but if you don't, let's slow down for just a second and show everybody really quick how to add color. So you go over, you just select the object. So right now he has the plane selected. You go over to the materials button. Good. Click the plus. And then you can double click and name your material up there. So go ahead and do that. This is the ground, y'all. Excellent. And then under diffuse, that's where you're going to pick your color. Just click on that box and then just grab and drag that to a pleasant green color if you'd like green grass. Right now he's increasing the shading on there. Excellent. Yep. Perfect. So we have a building and we have some grass. So why don't you go ahead and duplicate that building? You can hit Shift D.
Real quick here, the way that I got the windows on here.
Okay, you want to throw
a little cube here.
Okay.
And then just change material to that. Do a kind of light bluish color.
Okay.
Like more or less like a window. I made that super flat.
Okay.
Rather small here.
Nice.
I'll just load here. Try to line up exactly where I like this, so it doesn't quite peek out too much.
Perfect.
Like more flush with the wall there.
Nice.
Get that there. And I copied and pasted it.
Hold on, let me show you how to make an array. Oh, okay, go ahead, do it your way. That's fine.
Right. So I just controlled and pasted that using copy paste. Using Control C and Control V.
Okay.
I just did that again. Kind of eyeballing it here, making sure I can everything line up more or less the same.
Excellent.
So I just select every one of these
by holding down
Shift.
Yeah.
Right clicking on them. Copy and paste those. Do it all up the same thing.
Nice.
Can't talk to it.
Love it.
And I just kept doing that all the way up. That's not the direction I want to drag. Fun fact, the blue arrow goes up. So then basically, I just kept doing that all the way up.
Okay.
And you could select and grab every single one of these if you want to go a little bit faster.
You could. And let me show you how to make an array. Okay, so go ahead to one of the other sides. Just copy paste one of those little squares and bring it over so that it's excellent. And you could open up your properties panel on the right and that can rotate perfectly the way you want it if you enter in the values. Open up the properties panel by clicking plus. It's just above the light. There you go. And so
it's because the little feature in the box is blocking it.
So under rotation, go ahead and just delete that one that you have there. Delete it for now. Grab another one. Now go ahead and rotate it 90 degrees by typing in the value. I think we'd be rotating it around maybe the X, or no, maybe Y.
Y. That's right.
Or maybe Z, I don't know. You'll find out once you hit enter. Nope, that didn't work. Try Z.
Yeah, reflect that one, I think.
Oh, try Z. There, perfect. So now you know that it's perfectly perpendicular.
Working from Texas, you can just eyeball everything.
Okay, excellent. All right, now let's go to side view by hitting 3. There you go. So you have just that one selected, right? I'm going to find out if this works or not, hopefully. Go over to the wrench. Hold your cursor there for just a second. That's called the modifier. So you're going to click the Add Modifier drop-down box and just hold it there for a second so you can take a look at all the different types of modifiers there are. You feel free to try these out. We're going to do the array. So go ahead and click Array. Perfect. And now underneath where it says Count, the count is 2. And our relative offset is 1. And if we change, just go over to the little arrow to the right of the relative offset and just click on that, and you'll notice that as we increase the offset, there's going to be a little bit of space. So you probably have to go back a little bit because you don't want your space to be that big. Perfect. Whoops, go to the right a little bit more. And then change your count to 3. Perfect. Now you're going to add another array. So go ahead and, yep, add another one. All right. This time you're going to, so scroll down to the second array dialog box at the very bottom there. Yes. This time you want to change the relative offset to 0 on the X. And then we're going to go up, right? So maybe, is that going to be Z?
There we go.
Okay, perfect. Now you can type in the number that you want. So you can just keep increasing that number until you get to the top of the skyscraper. So you need one more. Ta-da! So which method is easier?
It kind of depends, really. Copy and paste, probably simpler, but the array is a little bit easier to do for a bigger project.
That's cool. So then when you got the side copy pasted then, did you just copy paste all of those and then rotate them 90 degrees?
Yep.
So go ahead and show us how you do that.
Right, so we just copy this layer. Then it's just scoot over to the side.
Okay.
And then
go ahead and rotate. Wait, don't do it with your hand. Hit Control Z. Go to the properties box and rotate it there. So, yep, go to the properties and you're going to put Z to 0 now, right? Or, oh, you got it. 180 works. Perfect.
Last time I just eyeballed it, holding down Control.
Oh, tell me about this holding down Control that you did.
So I just grab another copy of it over here.
Nice.
So when you hit R to rotate, then I'm just holding down my middle mouse button here so I can lock it to the Z axis. You can see how they line up there. And if you hold on Control, it'll kind of snap a little bit like that.
Yep.
And then you can just kind of get it nice and lined up right about there.
Okay. That works too then. It might not be as precise, but it actually looks pretty darn good. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so that, and then you can just, you know what? So once you get a structure like that created, I want you to go to the outliner, which is on the top right. The top right, yeah, all the way to the top. Yeah, hover your cursor over the little drop-down box at the very top. Yes. That, well, I guess it's not telling you. That's your outliner. And if you scroll down, you don't have to use that, yeah. But go to the scroll bar on the right. All the way to the right. And find the plane. Where's the plane at?
That would be right about here.
Good. Hide it. Yes, you can hide it by clicking the eye. Now, go ahead and you can, oops, hide it again. There you go. Oh, thank you for showing me. So down at the bottom, can you go into, well, you're in object mode. I want you to use box select. So you're going to, we might have to go into edit mode.
No, don't believe.
Oh, yeah. Actually, what my goal is to try to get you to be able to, yeah. So down at the bottom where you have that option where you can select only what you're viewing, A little bit more to the right, that one. Hold your cursor, limit selection to visible. Go ahead and click that and turn that off. Did you click it? Click it one more time. Okay, I think our problem is we don't have the whole thing selected. So, oh, maybe we can. Yep, oh, it is. Okay, I can see through it now. I think the blue color is throwing me off. So zoom out so you can see the whole thing. And now hit B for box select, and then draw your cursor around the whole thing. Excellent. So that selects the entire thing. Now hit Shift D.
Oh, I think I want them still in edit mode here.
Shift D. Yes, and now you can duplicate that and set that down somewhere. Go ahead. Okay, so it didn't get the windows.
Yeah, here. One easy way you can fix that, I found out.
Okay.
I just sort that. So if you select, you have all your windows here. I really can't talk to this. Don't know what the heck is wrong with it. Then you come over here to your little tool tab, and you can hit join underneath your edit bar here, which will merge the whole thing together.
Okay, so you selected.
What happened to my other windows there?
Uh-oh. Hit Control Z. Let's see. There we go. So what happened was.
It might be because these are in arrays.
And what it is because it was only selecting what it could see. So when you use box select, if you want to select everything, you might have to rotate it around and hit B again. Just, yeah, hit B, select that, rotate around, hit B.
Not you, camera.
Something really bizarre is going on right now. Oh, your camera got in there. Hit shift and, oh, there, okay.
Yeah, there. I'll find a way to work this out.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how we can easily select it all. And I was thinking if we just went into edit mode and used box select, we should be able to get it. The other easy way is circle select. When you hit C, anything that you run your cursor over, it selects. And then you can just rotate around, but you have to right click to get out of that. That's the only, okay, that looks like that's working. Perfect.
Try to move that around there.
Okay, so it looks like everything's selected. Great, now you can join them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, guess what?
I think it's the array method of it.
Yeah, I think so.
But you know what, we're just gonna
duplicate.
Control C, Control V the entire thing.
So now I wanted to just show students, he can actually right click on that, or no, not right click. You can hit the letter M for move and move that to a different layer. Usually people will put it on the last layer, so the very bottom right one, or the second layer works. That way, if you mess something up along the road, you've got your original building there. You can use it, you can duplicate it and use it again. So that's a really good thing to practice getting into the habit of. And then the other thing we need to practice getting into the habit of is saving.
Yeah, think about it kind of like as layers in Photoshop. For those of you that work with it.
Exactly, exactly. It just looks really bizarre because it's just a little dot on the bottom. But so go ahead and mock up a few of those buildings so that you can create your scene.
Basically, the way that I got the different sizes was that I just copy and pasted the same building, and I just hit that, scaled it up or down a little bit.
Oh, smart.
That's what it felt like.
Ah, cool.
And then if I can grab my plane again, because that actually alphabetical order there. That's kind of a range thing for my liking. And apparently I duplicate my lamp as well. Yeah, we definitely need you.
Yeah, that's the problem when you go to select stuff. You have to make sure your other things aren't in it. Like, that's why sometimes I'll just hide stuff using the outliner so that I'm not accidentally selecting other things.
For some strange reason, I have a harder time doing things properly than me just sneaking around on my own.
That's okay.
If the whole array thing is anything to show for it.
So that's perfect. Let's just work with that. And show us how do you make a road.
So the way that I did my road is I just got another cube. Love my cube. They're always just a lot easier to work it for me than plane. So just make this nice and flat. Feel a bit skinny, and I still got that thing turned on. It's gonna mess with my head. Extend it out a little bit. Grab our finger again. Go back to 0.
Good. Object mode, pretty important. Remember, if you're not in object mode, so he just changed the color to black. Perfect. If you're not in object mode, you're only going to be selecting a vertex or an edge or a face, depending on which option you have selected. So you're trying to move the whole object. Make sure you're in object mode.
Put that a little bit wider.
Good. So that's why he moved back to edit mode, so he could just select that face. Fascinating.
Just scoot that up there a little bit.
So I'm going to recommend that this is a great place to show them how to use extrude. So if you could pull your road back just a touch for me.
Certainly. A little thing pulling over there.
Pull it back. Can you go to top view 7?
Certainly.
Okay, and then let's see up there. Let's scroll so we can see the buildings from the top view. Okay, so what I'm wanting you to do is I want you to just move that road so that the edge of it goes up. Just keep moving it, and I'll tell you when to stop. Oh, the other way. Sorry.
Right.
Okay, and stop. Up, back a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is I want you to, that top edge at the very top, I want you to extrude that up so that then you can extrude the other side of it to go right around the corner. Does that make sense?
Right, so I can just put my camera around here.
Perfect. Yes. Perfect. So he's going to extrude that out. And then he can, yes, and then he can extrude that one.
Actually, I'm going to take that back a little bit.
Yeah, that's a little too far.
Nope, not bad.
You gotta hit E. There you go.
Weird it out there.
Look at that. Nice.
Then you can throw it.
Excellent. He could have extruded out another little square, and then he could have extruded out to the left and right, though, around those buildings, too.
I could have. I should make this a little bit more like my original.
No, this is perfect. I love it. Leave it. I want it to be just like a random off-the-cuff thing. So could you go ahead and take that edge back, and could you extrude it and go to the left and right so the students could see how that would work? And let's just make that little road go around the whole thing.
Just kind of went around the building here?
Yeah. Yeah. So he's going to,
right.
You might have to come out a little bit. Oh, okay. I was going to say, because that's going to be right up against the building.
Yeah, just view. All right.
There you go. Perfect. So he's just hitting E to extrude, then he clicks that edge, E to extrude, and oops.
I keep doing that again.
And now we can take that one to the outer edge of that building. Yep. And then, yes, he can keep going. E to extrude. Here we go.
A little bit here first.
Yep.
Then they can camera.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, is getting your camera view. There he goes.
A little wide of the road there.
Okay, and then go down to the like that square on the right that we had to the right. Right there, where your cursor almost is. Whoops.
How about yours?
To the left there. On the bottom left-hand corner. Very bottom left corner. No, oh, sorry, of the road, of the black road. Down there, I want you to extrude that left side. Nope, not that side. The left. Oops, just hit, yeah, escape. Yeah, that one right there.
remember the part I said
yes.
about 5 minutes ago about not doing things right?
Go out a little bit more so you don't hit that building. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, you could just bring that around to the other road.
Oh, yeah, good. And there you go.
Yeah!
I keep doing it.
Perfect. Excellent. And then, yeah, so that's good enough. The students are getting an idea of how they can use extrude to make roads. I love this. Now, what about your, you had a dashed line that was going down the roads. How'd you do that?
Well, you see, it's quite simple. As with everything I do, you get another cube.
Creating the world one cube at a time.
What can I say? I played Minecraft a lot when I was little.
Okay.
So then, edit mode. Again, super flat. In it. Just like me. Flat.
Lovely.
And I already finished throwing it white because just the intensity a little bit there. You want brighter or darker.
It's perfect.
And yeah, whenever you edit things, the mover stays in its original position. I'm sure there's a way to fix that. I just always kind of dealt with it.
I haven't figured out how to fix it. But if you do, let me know.
That's what YouTube tutorials are for. That is still too big if I lie.
So to scale it.
Grab it. I keep grabbing the wire.
What are you doing to scale that? Are you hitting G? Or are you hitting S?
I'm just going into edit mode here, making sure I'm selecting planes, and then just grab the side I want and use my little movers here to move it around.
Oh, that's a different way of scaling. Okay. Never thought about using the edge select that way. Got it.
And right, we got my things all the way over here. It's going to be a little bit annoying.
Perfect.
So we got one little dash there, and then the same thing for the windows. I just copy and paste that all the way up. No, not down. Then you just go like that all the way down.
Love it.
And you just continue like that down the road.
Cool.
If you want to add a little bit more realism,
good enough.
Lines would really be by the intersection there.
Excellent.
Leave it there for demonstration purposes.
Okay, so let's stop there because that gives students a good idea how to do that. And let's model a car really quick.
Okay, so you get 3 guesses what I'm going to do next. First, you don't count. That's right. It's a cube.
Here's our car.
All right, that's it. Done. There's your car.
Just need to add some wheels.
Make it a little bit smaller. And so the way that I did this, once again, edit mode.
Could you do me
out there a little bit?
Oh, never mind. Yep. You're doing good. I was going to say, if you could drag it out to the side so the buildings aren't in the background so everybody could see it a little better.
Well, why? I'm very proud of my build.
I know. I'm proud of them, too. There we go.
There we go. Make it a little bit flatter. Little box car.
Now, students, you don't have to make your car this way. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Actually, it'd be a lot easier if we just copy and paste this. Screw it up so it's right on top of there. Then I got my edit mode. That is not quite lined up how I wanted it. A little bit better. Then I went down here, made sure that edges were reflected. That way I can grab. I forgot to deselect that. Reselect. There you go. Because if you copy and paste something, you can see how it has this red outline around it. That's like a temporary thing, sort of. So you can like kind of see how it is. Like I'm not able to edit this unless I come off and go back onto it. Sort of like a safety thing, I guess. You have to forgive the noise. We got a few people over.
There is a party going on at your house.
Well, I guess that's what happens when you go to make mid-truffle.
Oh, someone's making mint truffles. Uh-oh.
That'll be my mother. So then, as I was saying, you go into make sure your object edit mode, make sure edges are selected. Like grab this little line here, you can kind of drag that in. You can look a nice little look back there to your car.
Sweet.
Then grab the front, dial that in too. Bring the front in a little bit, see how this fun little head shape.
Nice.
Take that a little bit. Line it up where I like it. And then just grab yourself some cylinders.
Whoa, that's a big wheel.
I always do things super small. I don't know why.
Hey, could you use that rotate? Oh, okay. It's perfect. So you can see on the right in his property or transform over on the properties panel that it shifted to 90 degrees. You can also enter those manually.
Do that change in there a bit?
But you said you're holding down control so that it...
hold down control and it's now to 5 degrees there.
Perfect.
Right where you want it.
Nice.
And then ta-da, monster truck.
This is going to be like the Flintstones.
Maybe a little. Depends. This one pedal power. Pedal power, the power of the future. Make that a little bit flatter. Go back to plain boy. That's about there. There's the party again. Nice black.
Yes. One thing, be sure that you change the color of the wheel first so that when you go to copy paste it, it's already black.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to do that for the top and bottom here. But again, I can always eyeball it. Again, it's just for a demonstration.
And you could join the top and bottom together.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, make it thing a bit easier to animate later on.
So he's copy pasting. You can also do Shift D for duplicate.
Ta-da!
One for the back of the car. One for the spare.
I like to live dangerously. Don't need spares.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll clear that a little bit.
So now it's like a Jeep.
You know what? Let's go with that. Let me just change color here. Actually, we'll keep it the red again so it stands out from the ground a little bit more. Is that how you want it? Again, the party, the background. And then usually you would have adjusted this one first and then copy and pasted it like Miss Girot said before.
Yeah. Now, just so you know, go back for a second.
Sure thing.
Hit Control Z. There we go. Go to the little drop-down box next to the plus under color. Yeah. That red color that you created before, scroll down a little bit. Is there more?
There is a...
Oh, wow. Every single one of those.
This is the ground, y'all.
Huh. Where's the red one? I wonder. There it is. You can just click. Ding.
Learn something new every day. Then you can just grab all these.
So he's holding down shift. Good, good.
Go back up to your tool.
Join. Nice.
Make things a lot easier to animate later on.
So he can go ahead and duplicate that and make a couple of cars in his scene. And he probably is going to have to shrink.
Actually,
yeah.
Yeah, that's all good.
I was going to say, I have to shrink him down a little bit.
Just a little. That's another thing. That's the other downside about working so small like I usually do, is that it makes your camera a little bit wonky. Like as you can see, I can't really zoom in super far here.
Oh, yeah.
like I'm trying to pan down here right now.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, you can just hit A, select everything, and then scale everything up.
Nice.
Just ignore a little further.
Yeah, just ignore the grid.
Line it up there. A little bit bigger. More realistic.
Okay.
Again, the party.
Perfect. So the car is on the road. Woohoo! So he's going to copy paste and make another one. And maybe he'll rotate that one so that it's coming from the other direction.
Yeah, like I had in that little video there.
I was thinking it would be coming from the other direction, like from, yeah, from over there.
Now, to be honest, I'm not entirely certain how I'll get this to go around the corner there. I'll figure it out eventually. Because last time I just had the
perfect
cross intersection there.
Okay, so go ahead and perfect. That's a great view. Nice. And go ahead and do your first keyframe.
All right then. The first thing you have to make sure you have your little record button here pressed. Like that. So it's kind of just give it a little nudge. So it starts that you can see how that turned orange there. For some reason, it decides to label the entire thing as a cylinder. So you just want to drag it where you want. Oh, God, I forgot to. So first things first, it's going to change to 50 frames. And then you're supposed to drag your little bar here where you want to be.
He's changing it to 50 frames because 250 frames is a lot. It takes a long time to render, so you don't need to make a 250 frame animation.
50 frames is roughly 3 seconds.
Perfect.
For perspective. Then once I have it to 50, that basically means that if I were to drag it over here, you got another keyframe there.
Yep.
So what that basically means is that if I go back and forth here, that tells it that I want it to go from this position to this position between these frames, which it'll automatically do for me. And of course, you can make multiple keyframes. Like I can try and do with this one here. So again, make sure we got everything ready. Right, one. Get that started. And then, for example, the way that I did it in my other one was that I set to 25, so it's about halfway in the video. And I brought it up here. And I left a little gap.
Oh, they're about to collide.
Nudged it there again. So that way it means this will wait here for 5 frames. And then I can do something else, like say I want this to rotate around.
Oh, I think you should make them collide.
Okay.
Make it so that the other car clips him right on the tail as he's turning.
Just in case you weren't entirely certain about Miss Girot's views on the value of human life, or virtual life in this case. There you go.
Okay, so
just go sit there, wait for a little bit.
Wait a minute, bring him back. Bring that back a little bit. Now go up a little bit more. Go to 40.
About 40.
Move your red car up just a little bit so he's just ahead of him. Now rotate him so he's turning. Yeah. Yep. Perfect. Now go to the last keyframe or just before it. And move that other car so that's perfect. Make him flip up. Yeah, that would be sweet.
Again, the whole...
Raise him right up into the air. Yes! That's awesome. Perfect. Let's see. Oh! Okay, so there's your animation. Now we need to actually animate it. We have some friends that have gotten this far and they know how to do the animation, but they don't know how to render it. So take us over to the little camera under properties. Hold your cursor over it. Hold your cursor over that camera. It says render. Click on that, everybody. Now you're going to scroll all the way down. All the way down.
I got all my tabs.
And you want to change that ping drop-down box at the bottom. It says ping, PNG. You've got to change that to AVI JPEG. Hold your cursor there. Oh, yeah, hold your cursor so they can see it. AVI JPEG. Click that, everybody. That's your movie file. Now there's a drop-down box above that. Click on that drop-down box. Just above the gray one. Yep, that one. Yep, that one. You need to tell it where to save it. Otherwise, you'll never be able to find it. So go to your 3D modeling folder. Now give it a name. Demonstration of Cityscape. Demonstration of Cityscape. Oh, you got to do Cityscape for me. Okay, and then click accept. Okay, now you'll be able to find your video, which will be awesome. Also, underneath the AVI JPEG, it says quality 90%. If you don't want it to take forever to render, you can change that to 50%. It'll probably still look great. Okay, if it doesn't, you can always come back and add more.
Pretty simple shapes here and stuff, so we shouldn't really mess up too much.
And
Might be a
then,
little bit grainy, but that's all right.
yes, and then there's a box for resolution. And right now he has his resolution set at 50%. Hover your cursor around there where you've got your resolution. Yes, that resolution's 50%. That's a great place to start. If it looks like it's taking too long to render, you can decrease that to 25% if you need to. But I wouldn't, because then it gets small. The actual, yeah. So then you're gonna, there's a button called animation, top middle. After you've done all that, then you click animation. Ding. Now up in the top right-hand corner. Oh, we made the fatal mistake. You have to make sure that your camera is set up.
It kind of helps that your camera. So if you hit 0, you can go into the camera view here. Then you hit R, you can rotate it. Or if you hold down your middle mouse button, you can aim it down like that. Then you rotate around here. We'll see if we can hop back in that. Bring up a little bit. Stop button. A little bit. Bring it down a little. Back up. How's that looking?
Excellent. Now you just need to zoom it back. GZZ.
Yeah, I guess that could work. Or, you know, you can just do everything improperly. I got to. Or just,
yeah, if you are in your camera, if you're in your camera, you should be able to do GZZ, and you'll be able to try GZZ. There.
There we go.
Oh, but
so I can just.
The buildings are in the way. Oh, well, that'll work. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like.
Just make sure my light is in the right place.
Oh, that's right. The light was behind the building. He could change.
View here.
Yeah. Let's change the light. Let's change that light. So to change his light, just make sure it's selected and then click there on data. And then he can change that to a sun. Let's see what the sun looks like, and click rendered mode, and we'll just take a look at these changes in rendered. Okay, so now he's got to move that light so that the building's not blocking it. He can't do that from rendered mode. He's got to go back into solid. So, oh, it's the ray. It's facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
So he's got to point the ray of sunlight downward. Go into rendered. Let's see if that works. Oh, that's fantastic. Can I show you something real quick? Can you just, yeah, can you get instead of focusing on the camera, can you just zoom and find a really good angle where we can see this animation from?
Sure thing.
Without using the camera? Perfect, right there. I want you to just hold down Control-Alt-0 at the same time. Whoops, Control-Alt and 0 at the same time.
Control-Alt-0, not Control-A.
Yeah.
All right.
Control-Alt-0 on your keypad.
Control-0. There we go.
Now you're in camera view, hit GZZ and zoom out. Move your cursor. You don't hold them down at the same time, you do them separately. GZZ. And select your camera, right click on the camera. Yep, now GZZ. Or you can just hit G and yeah. Keep coming back. Keep coming, GZZ. What in the world is that the top of the building? Oh, we just need to move that camera over a little bit, huh? Okay, go ahead, let's animate it. It's not a real good view because it doesn't show all the buildings.
Go one by one to the frame here.
And you can see the render at the very top on the screen. It's showing you that, and then over to the right, it's also, and then on the top left, it's saying frame 25, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So if that's going too slow, you can always change the resolution and the quality. Okay. Probably not the best camera view that we could have done, but oh well. Now you can go up to now you can go up to the render at the very top and play your rendered animation. Is it? Oh, I know why we can't see it. It's because you'd have to stop sharing.
Another window.
Yeah, so you can stop sharing and then share again.
There we go.
Aha. And there's the animation. Now, Connor, do you have YouTube? Can you upload YouTube or not?
I believe I can, yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and open a browser now.
All right.
So you just go to youtube.com.
Ignore all my music and crap.
Create an account. You don't have to use, you know, your name to keep you, to protect you. Okay, yeah, Wyatt hacking. So then there's a little, at the very top, there's a little movie camera. Yeah, and you just say upload video. Select your files by clicking that button there. And now he's going to go into his 3D modeling, and there it is. It's properly named. It's in the right folder. It's easy for him to find it. And you can use your snipping tool if you want to go back into your Blender video and you want to take a screenshot if you don't like the one that they've picked for your thumbnail. And you can actually add your own thumbnail. There's an option to do that. You can set it if you don't want the public to be able to search up your video. You can change that to unlisted. If you put it on private, no one's going to be able to see it, even if they have the link. So don't put it on private unless you want to be the only person who can see it. All right, so you can make it unlisted. That way people can't find you, but if you share the link, the people that you share it with can have access to it. Perfect. Then you have to make sure you hit done or, you know, process, whatever. And then there's your link. Copy paste that link and go into the content. Nice. So go ahead and go into 3D modeling. Let's see if he knows how to find our classroom.
That's where I didn't like it. Don't like my password.
All right, so you're going to go into week 7, or however you want to get to it. Perfect. The discussion is down at the bottom, right?
There it is.
Cityscape discussion. Ding. He's going to start a new thread. He's going to name it. And you're going to hit that little play button to the left. Nope, not added. We're not adding an attachment. We're going to insert stuff. Could you go back and cover your cursor over that for a second longer there? Insert stuff. Okay, perfect. Click on that.
Very professional.
Yes. That's what you would have named it, right? Then you're going to click. Wow, you're going so fast. You're going so fast. Hold on. Click on YouTube. Hover your cursor over it. YouTube. Okay, insert your link there. Just copy paste it in and click search. Now it didn't come up. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to process. So go back to your YouTube page where you were creating the video. Okay, copy that one more time. All right.
And of course, what you can always do is just back up a little bit.
Okay.
And just paste the link itself there. Then you can just copy and paste that and get to it.
Yes, but I want you guys to embed your videos. So go ahead and try and click on that play again for me. Okay, so if it doesn't come up right away, it's still processing. Even though it's supposedly done, let's go ahead and take the title. What was the title of your video? Demonstration?
I don't know. Names are hard. Okay, fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Boy,
Yep.
Thank you.
You can copy the name in there. Let's try and search for it under the name. This happens to me when my video hasn't finished processing. So
Nintendo doesn't copyright strike that mess.
Yeah, I don't think so. So go ahead and, like you said, just go ahead and paste your link in there like you did.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work for you, you can just paste your link in and post. But it would be really awesome if you guys could figure out, like I did it, that little how to embed your YouTube video, I just did that earlier.
You can click on that.
Perfect.
Ta-da.
Excellent. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and go back to, can you cancel sharing or stop sharing? So we can't see you, unfortunately, but it was really great having you. Thanks so much for sharing your knowledge with us. You make it so simple by using the cube for everything except the wheels.
Well, I mean, yeah, just Minecraft principle. Use for everything.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and share this out with the class. I hope you're okay with that.
No problem.
All right. Thanks so much. Have a great day, Mr. Hacking.
See you.
See ya.